Hello everyone, connected with a Scarlet. In this video we will look at the top 10 unsolved mysteries of the COVID-19 pandemic. We drove. One of the most concerning parts of the pandemic is the disproportionately high rate of fatalities among the elderly. This allows the virus to spread virtually undetected among younger, less vulnerable parts of the population. You may think that's a good thing, but it's not. SARS-CoV-2 can lie undetected and spread far and wide, until it reaches the older hosts and wreaks havoc on them. If the symptoms were a bit more severe and detectable in their early stages, the virus would have had a far harder time reaching its older targets. Despite the rather long list of things we still don't know about the COVID-19 pandemic, we do know that it came from animals. There's still fierce debate around exactly which animal it was, with pangolins, bats and even poultry as potential suspects, though we're guessing researchers will get to the animals once they're done with the humans. What's baffling scientists, though, is how the mutated human form of the virus is now transmitting back to animals, something no one had predicted. Among wild animals, a tiger at Bronx Zoo was recently diagnosed with the COVID-19 strain, along with several others starting to show similar symptoms. While it's hardly the only case of its kind, all of the other cases of human-to-animal transmission involve household pets. It's true that the COVID-19 outbreak has disproportionately affected the first world, meaning that some of the world's best healthcare experts are currently hard at work trying to understand how it works. Worryingly, though, that hasn't meant much, as the SARS-CoV-2 strain has proven to be far more difficult to understand than we ever imagined. At the heart of the problem lies the big question about the fundamental biological structure of the virus. While we do know that it's shaped like a spiky ball, with the spikes meant to break into living tissue, exactly how that translates into the unrealistically high rate of its spread remains a mystery. As many other relatively harmless viruses, including other coronavirus strains, have the capability to do that, too. We simply don't know what it is about the SARS family of coronaviruses that makes them so deadly to humans, or even, as we'll come to in a bit, how it learned to affect humans at all. It's no breaking news that the novel coronavirus strain affects everyone differently. The number of fatalities are way higher for the relatively older people, which is popularly explained by their weakened immunity. That sounds like an intuitive explanation, though not if you consider that the virus is virtually ineffective on children. Compared to adult fatalities, the number of fatalities among children have been, thankfully, almost negligible. 10. While it's definitely great news, it's also inexplicable, as kids these days are hardly known for their high immunity to viruses, or fitness. In fact, children are usually at a disproportionately higher risk of contracting respiratory viral infections, like the common flu, and yet, many more people expected to have better mechanisms to fight off the virus have died from it than kids, and we really have no idea why. Even if the number of cases around the world is growing at an alarming rate, we can at least trace most of them to potential sources of the virus. Knowing that a hospital is a hotspot can help us quarantine and isolate the area, contact everyone who may have been in its vicinity during the pandemic, and ensure that it doesn't contribute towards any more infections. Worryingly, though, we're also seeing quite a few baffling cases from around the world without any discernible route of infection. For one, a toddler in Gujarat, India, 13, got infected and died, despite there being no known cases in that entire district. And one man in California, 14, became the first American to contract the virus without coming into contact with any potential host. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel.